Right, I know how much you lot prefer to laugh at me rather than with me, regardless of what you might try and tell me. So here's a story I'm sure you'll all knock a laugh out of, because unfortunately there was a witness to this event, the missus. And she insists I do a video on it because, well, she laughed so hard she ended up making a noise that frightened the dogs. And she wants everyone else to laugh at me too. And who says romance is dead? Right, so the missus allocates a day every week for us to hang out together, because I'm a bad boyfriend who needs to be reminded to hang out with his missus. Honestly, I think she's just clingy. Like, I lay unconscious next to her every single night for at least 4 hours, and I salute her every time we meet at the fridge, so I don't know what her problem is. So it was one of these days. We had gone for lunch, went for a nice forest walk, and caught a movie. Then we returned home all loved up for a quick round of hide the wavin, before cuddling up on the bed enjoying a post-nut moment of clarity, when she looks up at me with a smile and expression of total love and affection. A look that says, I'm thinking about the one I love at the end of a wonderful day. And that also means she's about to get all sappy and tell me she loves me, which means I gotta mentally prepare to say it back, because I'm really bad at affection, and if I don't take a couple of seconds to mentally rehearse the line, I'll have to say it naturally, and my naturally always sounds sarcastic. So I quickly run over how I'm going to say it while I look down at her glowing, smiling, admiring face when she says those 3 magical words I'm ready to hear.
I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, I should have known. She's obsessed with food. I swear she fantasizes more about food than men. Like, my fantasy is a mixed race threesome. Hers is being left alone for 3 hours in a fully stocked bakery. Don't let her good looks fool you. Inside her beats a heart of pure diabetes. But ultimately, I'm okay with this. Emotionally, I'm stone useless. But food is something I can do, and I can do well. And as luck would have it, I had gotten ingredients during the week to try my hand at one of our favourite Chinese takeout meals. A thing called a spice bag, which is chips, crispy shredded chicken, chopped spring onion, chilies, and a seasoning made up of Chinese 5-spice, garlic powder, chili powder, and salt. If you haven't tried one, then you're missing out. It is f***ing delish. Though you might think twice about making one after watching this, so best stick to ordering it. So I popped into the kitchen to get to work. Popped the chips and the chicken into the oven, got to chopping the onions and the chili peppers, which was a first for me because I had never actually cooked chilies before. I read online that you're supposed to use gloves while you're chopping them because the spice gets into your skin, but I didn't have any cuts or anything on my hands, so I was grand. Just gave them a good wash in soapy water after chopping them, so I was fine. Then threw everything into a wok in the end, tossed it all together with the seasoning, plated it up, and shocker to absolutely no one, it was like a train. Unreal! As I said, I'm good in the kitchen, so shame on you if you thought the shenanigans were going to happen while I was cooking. No, the shenanigans came about an hour later. The missus was downstairs watching her soaps, and I was upstairs doing a bit of editing. Yeah, we were supposed to spend the day together, but we still maintained the no farting around each other rule in our relationship, and we had just had a decent amount of onions and chili peppers, so we thought it best to give each other a couple of hours to freely vent all the eternal heat before going to bed. And chilies really do cause some alarmingly warm farts. I swear, I had to pop into the bathroom for a safety wipe a couple of times, because some of them were so warm I was certain I had straight up shit myself. But trust me, warm farts were soon to be the least of my worries. So I popped into the jacks for a quick lash, and while I was lashing I had an itchy sack. So I finished my lash, gave my testes a good thorough scratch before popping my package back in, washed my hands for about the 4th time since dinner, and pottered back in to continue work. I do about 20 seconds of work, but I'm a bit uncomfortable as it seems I may have scratched my berries a bit too roughly, because they're starting to sting a little bit. I give a reach in just to give a cheeky readjust so I'm not rubbing the raw bit off my jocks or anything. Only problem is, another 20 seconds later, the pain intensifies. I'm thinking to myself, wow, I must have really reefed the life out of them, because they're really stinging. Like, it almost feels like they're oh my god, I got spicy balls. Yep, for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, let me explain what I had just realised in this moment. I realised that the reason it's recommended that you wear gloves when you're chopping chilies is because warm soapy water will not work to remove spicy oils from your hands. So if you decided to do something as simple as, I don't know, scratching your man bag, well, you've just essentially given yourself a ball massage with the hand of f***ing Satan. And I was truly suffering, because within about a minute, my landing gear had pretty much burst into flames. My pants were actually giving off heat. Put it this way, if I was the one being hunted by the predator, that movie would have been over in about 30 seconds. Not that you'd need thermal vision anyway, because I was certain, given the level of throbbing pain, that these fuckers would glow in the dark. So panicked, I ran into the bathroom, got them out, and sure enough, they were glowing neon red. It was like 2 strawberries hiding under a sausage. The only thing I could think of to counter the heat was to pop them into the sink and run some cold water over them. Problem is, I'm not old enough to possess any real scrotum stretching ability, so I just had to kind of rest them on the edge of the sink and used a cupped hand to scoop water over him. It was tough going, but my god, the relief I felt when that water hit him. The noises I was making, I swear the neighbours must have thought their house was haunted. Yeah, the pain was that bad that I had absolutely no self-awareness on how much noise I was making. I really wish I did though, because it would have saved me a lot of embarrassment. Because when I opened my eyes, I could see Connie standing there trying to suppress a laugh that I'm sure that had nothing to do with finding me standing here in the jacks with my balls draped over the sink, splashing water over them, and making noises that she's not even made me make before. Of course, she rightfully asks,
What the actual f*** are you doing?
so I gotta explain myself. Bear in mind, the heat immediately returns if I stop splashing them for more than 10 seconds, so I'm still splashing them as I'm explaining the problem. You know the way I was chopping peppers and the spicy pepper juices got all over my hands? Well, apparently I gotta live with that for the rest of my life because Lucifer's load can't be washed off. And I made the dumb mistake of unintentionally giving my testes a deep tissue massage with capsaicin coated fingers. Of course, being the loving, caring and considerate person that she is in times like this, she runs to grab her inhaler because she's laughing so hard she can't f***ing breathe. Do you want to know how long it took for that pain to start subsiding? 40 f***ing minutes. That may not sound like a long time, but it's an eternity when it feels like you're squatting into a bucket of lava. I learned 2 things from that experience that night. 1, always wear gloves when chopping peppers, or at least use alcohol to clean your hands after. And 2, Connie is a girl who laughs quite hard for somebody who knows she's only a chili pepper and a tampon away from being laughed at right back. Wait. Oh, I hate it when announcements interrupt a good punchline. But before you go, if you're looking for some more Ducky in your life, I have a second channel where I'm doing podcasts. I've 2 episodes done on it, one with the Mrs. Connie and another one with my mate PJ. They're a lot of fun to make and I hope you enjoyed them too. I'll link the first episode at the end and I'll drop a Spotify link in the description. Also, I now do a weekly event on my Discord server where I and up to 40 of you can hang out, watch movies, play games, among other stuff. I'll link my Discord in the description if you want to go check out that for more info. Thanks for watching and I will catch you lads and ladies in the next one.